everyone, welcome back to Peachy's Trains. So, do y'all ever find yourselves going to trains.com and browsing newly released engines? It can get kind of addicting because Trains is literally listing a lot of new items every single day. Anyway, my husband was doing this a little while ago, and he ended up finding one of our white whale engines at the end of the day on a Friday. Now, luckily, we're private car members, so we were able to snag it right away at an amazing price. Now, what is this mystery engine, you ask? Well, here it is. This is a custom run Lionel Legacy Central of Georgia SD70ACE, and it was an absolute must-have for our collection. Now, this engine was a custom run by Legacy Station back in 2021. This was before A, we were really collecting trains at all, and B, definitely before we were collecting scale engines. So we completely missed out on this release. However, lucky for us, trains.com is always getting rare and unique items literally every day. So let's zoom in and take a look at this paint job and all of its details. So like I said, this is a modern legacy diesel engine, which means it comes fully stocked with Odyssey 2 speed control, legacy rail sounds, electrocouplers, and even an IR transmitter for Lionel's sensor track. And of course, it has 5 different bells and horns to choose from. So let's take a listen. All right, so I have my handy dandy Bluetooth app pulled up to listen to our horns and bells. Now, I typically use the base 3 side of the app when I'm actually running the engines around the layout, and I have a little bit of different settings when I'm doing that as well. I use the Bluetooth side for demonstration purposes, so some of my settings and such are a little different when I'm showing you our horns and whistles and bells options on the various engines that I show off to y'all. So, with that being said, let's take a listen at our options for our horns and bells. I honestly love that there are options, not that, you need necessarily 5 different options, but it just makes me happy inside to know they're there if I want them. All right, I am super excited to get this engine rolling around the layout. So let's build a freight train, and I will also pull down my Central of Georgia passenger train to run around the inner loop at the same time. Give me a few minutes to get all of this set up, and then I'll see you guys trackside.
This is the Yardmaster. Get us set up running. Your train will be ready at 17:30. Over.
Yes, sir. We'll fire up. Out.
Wow, this engine is absolutely gorgeous. Another huge shout out to trains.com and a reminder to make sure you use their wish list feature because as soon as one of your items becomes available, they send you an email like that second. I literally think my husband had a slight heart attack when he saw this pop up and he was at work. He called me, and I'm pretty sure we had this on order within like 5 minutes of it being listed. It was super exciting. And remember, you can use my affiliate link or my Peachy's Trains code on checkout for a one-time $10 off a $50 purchase or more at trains.com. If you've already used my promo code, please still remember you can always use my affiliate link because some of that does, in a small way, come back to this channel. And all that means is I have more funds to be able to hopefully continue to produce new, fun, and interesting content. So, thank you all again so much for any support that you give this channel. It means more to me than you can know. So that wraps it up for this review, and I think that wraps it up for my SD70 collection for now, anyway. I think I've done about 4 or 5 videos on SD70s recently, and what can I say? I guess the SD70 really has become my favorite modern diesel locomotive. So my question for you today is, what is your favorite modern diesel locomotive? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks for stopping by, and I'll see you next time on Peachy's Trains.